What up, Internet? This is Eugene from Worker Supply. Artificial intelligence is all the hype these days, and if you're anything like us, you're always looking for ways to speed up your creative process. Today, we want to walk you through 7 ways that our studio uses artificial intelligence to save hours of work. Let's get to it. First up, we often need to convert audio interviews or talks into text so we can create captions for a video or have a written transcript for something like a blog post interview. We're going to use IBM's Watson computer. There are links to everything in the description down below. Now, there's a Get Started Free and a View Demo option. You can just go ahead and click the View Demo option. Once it loads, you can choose the language that your audio is in, and then you can even select to detect multiple speakers if you wanted. Next, you just upload the file, and it'll start doing it in real time, and as you hear the audio playback, you'll see the words appearing. Sometimes there's like a little bit of a lag. Once it's done, just go through the copy and make sure there's no errors, and you're good to go. Next, we often find images online that we'd like to share or license for a commercial project. Unfortunately, sometimes it can be difficult to find the original author of the work. So for that, thankfully, there's an easy way to find it using TinEye reverse image search. You upload a file or image URL, and it's going to analyze the content of the image and find other instances of it on the web. So from those, you can typically find the original post and the original author. For example, this is a photo we shot for the New York Times, and I just uploaded the image itself, and right away it took me to the page where it was originally published. On this note, make sure you always get permission and give proper credit when using creative assets, if it's for projects or even just posting on social media. For video and audio editors, this next one is a big deal. Sometimes you have the perfect song for a piece of content, but it's way too long or way too short, and you have to cut it up into tons of little pieces, try to rearrange it back together into a smooth track. It can be quite time consuming, so enter AI. So you open Adobe Audition and create a multi-track sequence. Next, you just drag your audio clip that you want to retime into that multi-track sequence. You go to Properties on the side, and you go to the Remix drop-down tab. Click Enable Remix. It might take a minute while it analyzes the track. And then in the target duration box, you just change the time to whatever duration you want. And Adobe Audition will automatically remix the track and perfectly splice it together to meet that new length. And you're done. Just export the track and you're ready to go. Now for something a little less creative, but equally important. During tax season, you're likely scrambling to find receipts, log them, and categorize them properly. That's where Receipt Bank comes in. You photograph all your receipts, and then it uses its image recognition to scan the image and pull out all the relevant info, such as the total amounts, what the taxes on the transaction were. As you begin to categorize them, it learns recurring expenses and automatically categorizes them for you in the future. You can then export a report and you're ready to do your taxes and have a searchable digital database of all your receipts. It's pretty sweet, right? Sometimes you're walking down the street and you see the perfect font, but you have no idea what typeface it is. We'll wonder no more. Just grab a photo of it with the What the Font app, and then it'll take that image and scan all the different characters and compare it to a database of fonts that it has, and then I'll suggest some fonts that it might be. Boom, you're a designer now. Now that your copy is looking good, make sure you don't make any embarrassing spelling or grammar mistakes when you're writing that client email or working on a project. Grammarly is a plugin that will analyze your writing on the fly and will make suggestions to improve your spelling, grammar, and the style of your writing. This is a spell checker on steroids, and it's available on your computer as well as your phone. I've been using it for a year and can't begin to count how many times it saved me. Finally, we take a lot of photos on our phone. If you find you're constantly running out of space, this one's for you. The AVG Photo Cleaner will use its AI magic to analyze your photos and find bad photos and duplicates that you can delete. As you can imagine, it's not perfect, but it does help find all the crappy, blurry photos you don't need clogging up your phone. You download the app and it can take a minute to analyze your library. It'll then give you a variety of categories it detects, such as bad photos, duplicates, long videos. From there, you can choose what to keep and what to delete. Now you've got room for more selfies. You made it all the way through. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new, please give us a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to our channel for more time-saving creative tips. Also, if you're on Instagram, give us a follow to keep up with our latest feature. Thanks a lot. It's Eugene from Worker Bee. Peace.